Hey, Daryl. What's going on, man? Just hanging out in the shack, huh? Yeah, me too, man. Hey, Daryl, we forgot to tell the fellas a few things about front panels and knobs and such. Let's go for a trip, man. Let's go tidy up a few loose ends. All right, Daryl. Catch you later, man. Yeah, they wanted it, they got it, man. They want me to do restorations. People know my babble habits. You want restoration, babble? I got it for you. On a serious note, that was kind of serious, man. I end up obsessing on this stuff, and not really obsessing, but middle of the night, man. I woke up and I had to pee, and it was 4 a.m. And damn, I all I could think about was that knob. All I could think about in the middle of the night was my knob. Right, guys? You know what I'm talking about. Try to chuckle without being jolly like Santa, meaning obese, morbidly obese, which I am, and that comes at great cost. Cheeseburgers aren't cheap these days, fellas. On a serious note, um, again, that was serious in the middle of the night. I didn't go crazy on it, but I couldn't get back to sleep because I left that detail untouched. I never talked about the metal inserts on knobs, Heathkit and otherwise. The condition of that one, fair. You can buy those. You can buy reproduction, the metal discs that insert on almost any vintage radio. Now another issue left on we need to touch on the issue of these knobs. In the last video, I referred to knobs when I should have said controls, but now this is truly an issue of knobs. For the Heathkit HR10B receiver, they had different models. Over the years, they changed. I think some of them had the Heathkit, those beige colored plastic knobs, whilst others had like the old, I think the Mohican line of that era, right? The old Native American series names. I think a lot of those used that style knob, but this receiver oddly has both. Now, given that 4 out of the 6, well, the tuning knob, I think that was always black, but I think since 4 out of the 6 are the silver style, I think that's probably what that originally came with. Betcha 2 of them got lost or broken or whatever. But what am I gonna do, man? Well, I'm gonna end up probably selling the DX60, the HR10B, and the VFO, which is on the bench right now, right? If I sell it, I want the knobs to be period correct for the year that specific unit was released. And you don't have to get freaky on detail like that. They should all match, though. What I'd like to do, though, I know I don't think those two were ever in beige. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at pictures. But I think it would look nice if those two knobs right there were the beige style. Would that not look tremendous? Look at that lineup, man. Look at that Heathkit lineup of knobs. Yeah, I would say I get off on knobs, but so anything else that I hope to be able to get to sleep tonight. Knob Errata. We'll call this video Knob Errata. Okay? The mouth of the South. Another detail, another item I forgot to mention. That VFO finishing will be relatively uninteresting, and I just want it out of the way, man. I want it off the bench. The real beauty is this guy, this signal tracer. When I rebuild it, I'll show what they do and how they work. If you guys don't know about vintage vacuum tube era test equipment, a signal tracer is an amazing machine. It is so versatile. And oh hey, I know what I want to mention. Look at this, man. Here. Let's light a torch. Right? When regarding this front panel, I'm going to try to make it look super nice, but look at these, see that white mark there? And again, right, ooh, I can't catch it, center screen. When I'm restoring a radio, you know what I like to do? When I first open the box and I'm starting to look at the front panel, is that a scratch or is it paint? What you do is you just take your fingernail and rub it over it. Did your fingernail rise? If it did, it's on the surface of the metal. It can be removed. If your fingernail dropped down, then it's indented into the metal. Whatever caused that mark has damaged the metal. In that case, just now, my fingernail rose. It's just paint. So anyway, that's a tip. Let's kill this torch, Mark. Knob Errata. Trying to find a scratch. Scratch Errata. That one's way too light to be able to detect anything with your fingernail. A little bit of mark there. It's probably dirt. Look above the main tuning knob. You can see the finger filth. Just needs to be washed with soap and water. Anyway, on a serious note, a few of you guys wanted me to do restorations. You were interested in seeing the Heathkits being restored. And a lot of times it has to do with sentimental reasons, you know. I know these videos aren't going to get very many views, and that's fine. You know, I'm not out for views. I'm just out to occasionally make something interesting and useful. And I find comedy and stress relief useful, but not interesting. I want my videos to occasionally be both useful and interesting, whilst allowing myself the freedom to bullshit. Hang on, man. I've got another awful closing for you. One moment. I wish you well and a really nice day, man. 73.